Assalamu alaikum dear students. I hope you all are fine. Today the day is Monday. 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 And the date is 14th December 2020. 14th December 2020. Today we are going to learn the letter H. Very good. What is this? H. 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 Read it loudly. H. 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 What is the sound of H? What is the sound of H? Ha. 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 Very good. H. Ha. H. Ha. H. Ha. H. Ha. H. Ha. H. Ha. Now read with me. H. Ha. Horse. 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 H. Ha. Hammer. 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 Very good. Read it loudly. H. Ha. Hammer. H. Ha. Hammer. H. Ha. Hammer. H. Ha. Hammer. Very good. Excellent. H. Ha. House. 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 Very good. Excellent. Now read it again. H. Ha. Horse. H. Ha. Horse. H. Ha. Horse. H. Ha. Horse. H. Ha. Hammer. H. Ha. Hammer. Very good. H. Ha. Hammer. H. Ha. Hammer. H. Ha. Hammer. H. Ha. House. 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 Very good. H. Ha. Horse. H. Ha. Hammer. H. Ha. House. Excellent. H. Ha. Horse. H. Ha. Hammer. H. Ha. House. H. Ha. Horse. H. Ha. Hammer. H. Ha. House. H. Ha. Horse. H. Ha. Hammer. H. Ha. House. H. Ha. Horse. H. Ha. Hammer. H. Ha. House. H. Very good. What is this? H. H. Read it loudly. H. 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 Read it again. H. 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 Very good. H. Ha. Horse. H. Ha. Horse. H. Ha. Hammer. H. Ha. Hammer. H. Ha. House. H. Ha. House. H. Ha. Horse. H. Ha. Hammer. H. Ha. House. Excellent. H. Ha. Horse. H. Ha. Hammer. H. Ha. House.